Hi everyone, here's another 555 on getting advice, guidance, and tips for listening as you're navigating this new normal. All right, the first five is my give. I am giving another round of 5 complimentary field communications consulting sessions to the first 5 business professionals that reach out to me. You can email me at deirdre@pureperformancecom.com. The next 5 are 5 professionals who are going above and beyond with content and ways to help. So I want to elevate what they're doing. So here's a shout out to Patrice Tanaka, who is the CEO of Joyful Planet. Patrice is Samba Gal on Twitter, and she is always lifting others. She's always doing her joy tweets. She's having an event tomorrow. It's called May Day in Hawaii. Check it out. It'll be on Zoom. So just a shout out to Patrice and all the ways that she's helping to lift and to help people find their purpose. The second is Ryan Foland. So I just met Ryan recently, even though he's kind of been in my social media circles. Ryan is a speaker, an author, a brand strategist. He's focused on personal branding. And I was just on his Periscope live show. And that was an interesting experience. It took me forever to get on Periscope, but Ryan is putting out some really great content. We discussed a lot about how people are feeling now, ways to communicate, a lot of persuasion that goes on in communication. So you can check that out. I'll put the details of everything in the description here on YouTube. And, somebody else who I'd like to give a shout out to is Dennis Shiao. And Dennis, I hope I said your name correctly. D Shiao on Twitter. And Dennis has a content meetup on Zoom, which has a lot of helpful content, experts. So check out Dennis. And I also want to give, this is like the last 2 people and what they're doing together with 2 others. A shout out to Lindsay Griffiths and Susan Freeman. If you go to the Freeman Means Business website, freemanmeansbusiness.com, you'll see a tab for, and I'm going to make sure I get this right, it's Keep Calm and Cope, because they're doing a Keep Calm and Cope Corona cast. Susan, Lindsay, and 2 of their colleagues. So altogether, that's 5 professionals plus 2 more who are really, really lifting and helping others. And I want to, of course, elevate those who do that. And the last 5, my 5 tips on listening, actively listening. Now, let's face it, you can't advise and you can't give guidance if you're not listening. So here are the tips to actively listen. Number 1, if you want to actively listen, you have to clear your own mind and get rid of all of that negative chatter and that raciness that we all get from technology and social media. What I do every morning, and I do this daily, and I don't break my routine. I find time to do deep breathing and meditation, and also some form of yoga or stretching or physical activity. This really helps to get you centered and to approach the day with a clear mind, and that's going to help you in your listening. The next tip to actively listen means no technology. I know that sounds really hard, but you have to wean yourself off of having your phone right next to you in a meeting. Maybe start by phone face down, turning notifications off. Try not bringing your smartwatch into a meeting. I know a lot of smartwatches, you're all watching your steps, but it's really important because these dings and these pings, they stop us from truly giving somebody our attention. The next way to actively listen and to let the person speaking know that you're listening is to use your body. So you're looking at them, you're smiling, your face says you're listening, your head, the way you're holding it, if you're nodding, if you're agreeing, your posture, that says you're listening. Let's face it, when somebody's eyes are darting all over the place, that's not listening. Use your body to listen. Taking notes is so important for a couple reasons. The first reason is when you take notes, it allows what somebody is saying to sink in. And that helps you to become a part of a discussion and to frame your comments and what you're going to share to let them know that you've actually heard them. So this is a technique when you're in person, not necessarily when you're on Zoom, but when you're in person and you start jotting notes when somebody is speaking, that actually signals to them that you're listening and you found an important point that is worth remembering. That does wonders for the person who is speaking and sharing, as well as the way the two of you can connect moving forward with the way that you shape your comments. And the last technique, the last tip on listening is to actually ask the right follow-up questions, rephrasing, sometimes even mirroring a little bit of what that person has said. That signals that you've listened. When you ask those follow-up questions with an understanding of what you've heard, well, the person speaking really appreciates, and it makes them feel so much better about what they've shared. This is a bond. Listening leads you to a place of understanding where you can go deeper, the conversation gets better, and it puts us in a place where relationships also grow. So that's your 555 for today. I hope it's helped. I hope that this 5-5 has given you advice, guidance, and some good tips so that you can listen as well. Thank you.